Good evening everyone and welcome to the Coca-Cola 600, the 13th race of the RLANZ Aldi Cup Series Season number 3, the longest race of the season here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. After a couple days break from the All-Star race, we're going back to points racing here at Charlotte for 80 laps. Longest race in miles. Maybe the longest in time, but it wasn't last year, so who knows. So coming into this race, we are the third of the way through the season. 12 races down, 24 to go, and commence the second third of the season. We're going to start off with the Coca-Cola 600. Let's see who comes out on top here tonight, and hopefully it will go a bit better than last season. So we'll go through the starting lineup and it'll roll on the bottom of the screen, as you can already see. Jack Hawkins in the number 04 will start on pole yet again, and starting alongside of him is Luke Rainey with, I believe, his best career starting spot. Row 2, Tristan Allen in the number 12 and Dan Park in the 41, two guys looking to turn their seasons around. Row 3, our last winner in the Aldi Cup Series and defending champion Brandon Bent coming for a win at Dover, and Chase Marks still looking for that first career win. On row 4, Landon Hicks in the 16 and the 2 of Henry Gore. Rounding out the top 10, Aiden Shepherd, good qualifying run for him, and Sarah McGee in the number 21. Row 6, Las Vegas winner Isaac Nichols in the 48 and the 52 of John Gilbert, another great qualifying run for him. Behind them, row 7, Patrick Schamberger, the Texas winner, and Hairgel Arvin Alonso in the 37, who has announced he's leaving that team at the end of the year. Row 8, John Andrews, Auto Club winner, and Jackson Lynn in the 01, silent, quiet achiever this season. Behind them, row 9, Jonathan King, Season 2 Daytona 500 champion, and Dawson Miller, winner at Kansas a couple of weeks ago. Behind them, Matt Tuck in the number 23 and the number 45 of Garrett Sinor. That is rounding out your top 20. So we'll get this thing underway right now. So the car's about to roll off here any second, and there they go. Longest race of the season, 80 laps. Cautions obviously on. Of course, if necessary, overtime will become a factor in this race. So this is going to be probably a strategy race, as it will come down to probably fuel and just all that kind of stuff. Tire wear, who can survive the longest on their tires, their fuels, and all that. Go to the back of the field. There's your points leader, Matthew Ingram. A tough 41st qualifying run for him. Looking further afield. There's one of the drivers, I think. Yeah. The only driver I want to talk about actually two drivers in the field, but I'll get to the other one in a few laps, is Daniel Server in the 19, first career start for him, starting a bit further back than he would like in the 19, but we'll see what he can do tonight as the pace car comes down on the pit road, coming to the green. Jack Hawkins in the 04, Luke Rainey in the 89. Green flag is out and we're underway in the longest race of the season. A good jump from the front too. Dan Park didn't really get a great jump back there in the 41 on the outside. Doesn't matter, because Jack Hawkins is going to clear off a turn 2. He's going to take the lead. We've got an issue at the back. The pack has broken up here. Something's up with the 77, the Talladega winner of Lucifer Sam. Oh, goodness. Oh, careful. Matthew Skipper in the 43 nearly got turned around. First lap, I believe, was led by the 12 of Tristan Allen, and it was. So something's amiss on the 77 car. They might have to bring that car back down the pit road. I have to figure that one out. But that's a tough break there for Sam, who's had 2 consecutive top 5s and then had a DNF, or didn't have a great run last week at Dover. Probably not going to have a good one here tonight as well. So Tristan Allen out in front. Henry Gore in the number 2 up to 2nd. Isaac Nichols up to 3rd. As they're trying to go 3 wide with Ben McGee and Patrick Schamberger. They do it. But Tristan Allen, winningest driver on the channel, has not gone to victory lane in a fairly long time. He wants to win a championship this year. I mean, he always wants to win a championship, but he's never won. And then a 2003 championship, if he can get things right, then he very well might this year. There is Lucifer Sam. He is way off the pace. What's he running? A 33.4 already. That is miles too slow. Eli Bright, all these guys were held up, including from David Delfave back here, Daniel Server, Bruno de Barros, Chris Maley, Cody Smart, Simon Nichols, Matthew Skipper, Julio Caesar, Sandy Garrett, Eli Bright. They all got held up. It's a tough break. We're going to catch up to the 77 here. This is not going to work out at all. Go high! Nearly wiped him out. That could have been ugly. And around, there we go. Schamberger turns the 77 around. They make more contact up ahead. There's John Gilbert in it. He slides down the racetrack and gets hit hard by Daniel Server and Sandy Garrett. Caution. Racing it back to the line. Isaac Nichols in the 48 has taken the lead. And he will lead us back under the caution. A tough break. That's a big crash. Hopefully everyone is alright. Oh, we got more. John Gilbert and Delafave. Oh, we got more. Shepard. Looks like John Andrews was in it. 35 car. Look at the damage on the 88. He ran into the back of Lucifer Sam. Looks like all these guys also survived. So Isaac Nichols, the race leader. We've got to figure out what happened to the 77 car. That's a weird one. Where's Lucifer Sam? There he is. There he is. Wow. That's a really bizarre accident. So we'll take a look at what happened to trigger the caution. I'm not sure why they didn't bring the 77 down. You see the 12 goes by on the outside. Isaac Nichols has a massive run, and that's why he's got the lead here. But you see, Schamberger has such a run. He just can't slow down. You cannot slow down in that situation. So, not his fault. Daniel Server and Sandy Garrett. Poor old Sandy Garrett, that was not her fault. Neither was Daniel Server, really. De Barros was in it. And then something happened up here. Oh, we had a crash back there with Andrews and Delafave. And then Gilbert and Aiden Shepard. Oh, and then Shepard ran into the back of the 35, and that's what did all the damage on the 13 car. Wow. Well, this is a weird start to this one. Yeah, I was saying that the 77 didn't know why they just don't know why they didn't just bring him in, but you know, and you can't just do that. Come up and block and then just expect them to slow down. They've got too much of a run. They've got cars behind, so can't really blame Patrick Schamberger in that one. You see, De Barros got involved in the 20 as well. Shepard, Andrews, they're all fairly well damaged and probably out of this one. And you see the pit stops starting to cycle through. You see there's just glitch damage. So yeah, we'll take a look at this one with we'll take a look at the John Andrews accident because we didn't really get to see what happened there to trigger it. I saw he was on the apron. That's all I saw. So here's what happened to John Andrews, David Elfave, John Gilbert. I don't know why he went onto the apron. He comes up, gets into Chase Marks, and how lucky is Chase Marks? He does a great job holding onto it, but David Elfave, unfortunate, and John Gilbert, Aiden Shepard, just innocent. Well, David Delfave has had a really, really tough run recently. There he is. His car's destroyed. He's out of it. No surprise. Sam, obviously out of it. Server's done. 19. That's both the RFW racing cars that are in this race. 78 and the 19. Tough break there. Sandy Garrett out yet again. Sam's car destroyed. Gilbert out of the race. DeBarros, Shepard, and Andrews with damage as well. So anyways, we'll take you back to the restart. Isaac Nichols was the leader heading down onto the pit road. And was he the leader coming off? No, he wasn't. It was Tristan Allen in the number 12. So he'll lead us back to the green. We'll take you back. Coming back to the green this time, Tristan Allen is the race leader. Cyrus McGee, his teammate, is in second. Isaac Nichols fell back to third. Matt Tuck in the 23 up to fourth. John Sheets up to fifth. Sixth is Jake Rogers. Seventh, Henry Gore, his teammate Dominic Anthony, eighth. Colin Driver, ninth. And Dawson Miller rounds out the top 10. Matthew Ingram, 11th. 12th, Jonathan King. 13th, Brandon Bent. 14th, Caleb Campbell. 15th, Garrett Sinor. 16th, Reagan Whitlock. 17th is Hedgel Alonso. 18th, Nathan Stapleton. 20th, Dan Park and Jackson Lynn. There's your field. So Tristan Allen, winningest driver on the channel. Winningest driver in Season 1, actually. As well. He's the leader. And Cyrus McGee, his teammate, who won the most amount of races in Season 2, is in second. That's pretty ironic. And sponsor swap for these two. Normally, McGee has Coca-Cola sponsorship and Allen has Powerade sponsorship, but they switched it around this week, so it's a bit of a change-up. It's working right now, at least for the moment. See the guys are out of the race. Annie Thomas had an issue. She's not out of the race as such, but she is at least going to go 2 laps down, I believe. John Gilbert in the 52 down. They're all out. So green flag is back out, and Isaac Nichols wasting no time whatsoever. He's going to go up into the second position here in the 48. There's the 36. So she's not done. She's not out of the race yet, but she might be very soon. So I'm not sure what the issue is there. Still no word on what happened with the 77 car. It was a really weird accident. A really weird issue. As Isaac Nichols trying to take the lead away and get his second win of the year. 4th career win. Beckoning, maybe. There's only one driver has got 4 or more wins on the in the series, and that is Tristan Allen in the 12, and he has 7 wins in the series. So a lot of drivers looking for their 4th career win. Isaac Nichols is one of them. Matt Tuck is just looking for his 1st career win on the channel and in the series, obviously. Jake Rogers looking for his 3rd. Gore looking for his 3rd. Colin Driver looking for his 2nd. Of course, we know Allen. Allen's deal is. Dawson Miller looking for his 3rd. McGee looking for his 4th. Engelram looking for his 2nd. Yeah. So Isaac Nichols out in front here in the 48. And there goes the 2 car, Henry Gore. Struggled in the All-Star race. Kind of surprising. Actually, I expected him to do a lot better. But couldn't quite find the pace. He finished last in the All-Star race. But looking pretty good at the moment. Well, not right now, because Colin Driver just made it 3 wide and he's going to go up to 3rd. So we've got 3 of the Cooper Motorsport Fords up here, because Matt Tuck is one of them. Colin Driver is another. And Matthew Ingram, the points leader, he's up here as well. He's going to get into that top 5 very quickly. He's going to get by the 2 here. And he should be able to. And he does. So 3 of the Cooper Motorsport Fords. And 2 of the Nicotech cars, by the way, make up the top 5. That's very interesting. And someone we're catching up to. That is Annie Thomas, who's gone back out on the racetrack. So good to see. Colin Driver up to 2nd. He did very well in the All-Star race. Won segment 1 and finished 2nd in the full All-Star race. Matt Tuck trying to hold him to 3rd. Probably not going to happen, because here comes his teammate Engelram down the bottom in the 29. Fairly similar looking schemes as well. Like at least on the front. I didn't even realize that. There's 36. We got some guys at the back here. Patrick Schamberger, Bruno DeBarros, Aiden Shepard, John Andrews, all involved in crashes. These guys are off the pack. Now, this was the car I wanted to talk about a bit earlier. Matthew Skipper, 43. No longer an uncharted driver. If you guys remember, 61. James Kinghart was suspended, for those who did not know, for the remainder of Season 3. He will be back in Season 4, I'm fairly sure, so that's good. And the 43 car, whoa, a little bit of contact in the wall. Eli Bright. Heavy right side damage on the 56. Second in the showdown. That's a tough break there. He's going to fall way back. But yeah, 43. Got the charter off the 61 team. So that means they now have a charter. Jake Rogers hits the wall. But yes, so they now have a full-time car. And it is chase eligible because Skipper has attempted all of the races so far. There was a thing last year where you could just make the chase no matter who you were, pretty much. This season you have to have attempted every single race. So if something like this does happen again, someone will get a charter, and if they are a full-time car and they've attempted every race, then, you know. But, I mean, you only get the charter if you are a full-time driver, so, you know, doesn't matter. Jonathan King has taken the lead here in the 95 while all that was going on. And here comes his teammate Caleb Campbell, 39 car. To turn around after a disappointing showdown run. He started from the pole, got involved in the crash and fell back to 18th. So looking to have a good run here tonight. Engelrammer holding on to 3rd place. Brandon Bent, defending champion, 4th, looking to go 2 in a row. Head Joe Alonso, leaving that team at the end of the year. Reagan Whitlock, he's had a fairly good year in the 94. Better than previous years. Definitely last year, for example. He's up to 5th. Landon Hicks in the 16, the other Cooper Motorsport Ford. He's 6th. Dawson Mills made his way back to the inside. Luke Rainey, Kelly Lee, Simon Nichols, who was stuck at the back when Lucifer Sam had his issue. Nathan Stapleton in the 92, moving his way up. John Sheets in the 72. Skipper on the inside. Pawkins fell a long way back. So did Rogers. Caesar at the back. Jackson Lynn, Garrett Sinor, Cody Smart, Matt Tuck fell a long way back. So did Dominic Anthony. And Silas McGee for that matter too. They all fell way back. Eli Bright still has a lot of damage, and then all these guys are all slow cars. Now 36 is good by the looks of it. Doesn't have any damage, no issues by the looks of it, but just has no draft. And that's what's hurting her. Even though she's like 3 laps down, I think. How many laps? 2 laps down. Even though she's 2 laps down, we got a caution on the racetrack. I just saw yellow lights, and Dan Park has had an issue. Looks like it was a spin only. Yep, that's what it looks like. That means Jonathan King, the race leader. No other X team heading back, so that is good. They've all sorted themselves out. Good job from all those guys. Jonathan King, the race leader. We'll see what happened as Andy Thomas is coming down on the pit road. We'll take a look at what happened to Dan Park in the 41 to trigger our second caution of the race. So here's what happened to trigger the caution. Tristan Allen, Dan Park. You see Allen, not sure whether to go middle or the bottom. He ends up getting to the 41, spins down the back. No contact was made with anything. Probably just some flat tires there for the 41. He should be good to go. He's okay. But a tough break. But thankfully, no contact with the wall. Fairly impressive. We'll see if that affects the 12 in any way. It might. I'm not very sure. I'm not sure. So Jonathan King was the leader back to the line. I think they had another round of pit stops, so we'll check that out very quickly. And we did. 36 has already come in, so further up. Yep. 95 car stays out in front. We'll take you back to the green. Coming back to the green this time here on lap, what are we? Lap 28. So we're going to go back to green on lap 29. Annie Thomas is actually there's a couple of laps down. She's not in contention, so don't count her in. So Jonathan King is the leader. Caleb Campbell, his teammate, is second. Reagan Whitlock in the number 94, he's third. Oops, I was in the wrong key, I think. Yep. Reagan Whitlock is third in the 94. Fourth, Matthew Ingram, and fifth is Landon Hicks. Sixth is Luke Rainey. Seventh, Brandon Bent. Eighth, Kelly Lee. Ninth, Simon Nichols. 10th, Dawson Miller. John Sheets is 11th. 12th is Nathan Stapleton. 13th, Isaac Nichols. 14th, Jack Borkins. 15th, Hairgel Arvin Alonso. 16th, Jake Rogers. 17th is Matthew Skipper. 18th, Julio Caesar. 19th, Colin Driver. 20th is Jackson Lynn. So still got a long way to go in this one. I know it's going to be a pretty long race. One of the longest ever. I think the longest video I've ever done is 58 minutes. We'll see if we'll hit the 1 hour mark today. Or tonight. That will be interesting. Green flag's back out and we have an issue for the 95. Jonathan King blows up from the lead as he comes back to the green flag. Wow. Wow. That's some bad luck. We have a bunch of drivers in the series who unfortunately have a bad luck cloud just hanging over their head, and this is one of them. Jonathan King, 95, Daytona 500 champion. Had a rough chase last year, led a lot of the points in Season 2. He's had a fairly rough ride this season. And that gave the lead to his teammate Caleb Campbell on the restart, but now Matthew Ingram has taken it. Of course, Annie Thomas is a couple laps down. 95 has made it to pit road, so that's good. You shouldn't have a caution. So Ingram, Luke Rainey, Brandon Bent, that's the top three. Caleb Campbell is fourth, and Simon Nichols top 5. Got 3 wide behind the back here with Porkins, Stapleton, and Landon Hicks. Stapleton in the middle. Looks like the middle lane is a pretty good place to be. Obviously, you want to, if you're in a 3 wide situation, but you definitely want to be on the inside if you're gonna make a move. Double file. Unless you're like, well, it depends how much push you get, really. Brandon Bent nearly hit the outside wall there. He's got a bunch of frame drops. Oops, went a little too far. Luke Rainey in the 89 has come pretty close. Last couple of races. Nearly won at Kansas. Had a lap car on the way. I think that was the 99 if I was correct. And then crashed at Dover, but still rebounded to get a 3rd place finish. So even though the car wasn't too good, he still got a top 3 finish out of it. Right now leading the way, Simon Nichols, the only 2-time winner this season. He's second, looking for his 3rd win of the year. John Sheets is 3rd, a great run for him, the rookie. Kelly Lee is 4th, and Engelram rounds out the top 5, looking for another top 5 finish. Reagan Whitlock 6th, Porkins 7th, Matthew Skipper having another great run in 8th. Colin Driver, Brandon Bent. Now Jackson Lynn's going to get himself into the top 10. Caleb Campbell's getting shuffled back there. Here we go, battle for the lead. 3 wide. Here comes the 24 down on the bottom. At the line, 24 of Simon Nichols. Still got a long way to go in this one. We're not quite halfway yet. We're 30 minutes down. Yeah, this is gonna be a long one, folks. I hope you're ready for the long haul. Hope you're in for the long haul. Engelram is second. These 2 guys have been... Actually, these top 3 have really been the guys that impressed me the most compared to last season. I mean, yeah, sure, Engelram came in a bit later in the year, but I still think... And Nichols for that matter, but I still think that these 3 guys have been performing great. Reagan Whitlock is one of the few guys that has not won a race, even though he's been around since Season 1. He's been in every season, but he hasn't won a race. He and Julio Caesar back there in the 91, you see him in the Hino car. He, I think, is the only other driver in the field that's like that. We have a lot of winners here in the series, so a lot of these drivers you see here have won a race before. So Reagan Whitlock is not one of them. He's one of the very few. Looking to change that tonight, but it's going to be kind of hard when you got Jack Porkins in the way. He's going to second place. Matthew Skipper is another one of those guys that has never won, but that is because he has really just, he's rookie and coming out of nowhere, so but it's come pretty close. He nearly won Auto Club. Colin Drivers won one. And Thomas is a rookie. None of the rookies have ever won, so just wanted to point that out. Luke Rainey is a guy that's never won. Chris Maley is another one, but he's a rookie. Cody Smart, interestingly enough, has 5 wins on the channel, and he's the second winningest driver in here on TRL, but only 2 of them have come in the Audi Cup Series. Yeah. Who else has not won? Alonso's won, Anthony's won, McGee has won, Hicks has won, Lee's won, Smiles won. Matt Tuck, he hasn't won. Missed season 2, was in season 1 for about half the season. 23 car. John Sheets is a rookie, he hasn't won. Further afield, Caleb Campbell, another rookie. Stapleton, a rookie. Roger Ray technically has won a race because he won the showdown, but technically that's not an official Cup Series win. And Garrett Sonor, in the same boat as Matt Tuck, has not won. 41 has won. Eli Bryant won the shootout earlier this year. Oh, sorry, yeah, 41 has won, my bad. But yeah, Eli Bryant won the shootout, but that's not an official win. Aiden Shepard has won. DeBarros has not won because he's a rookie. Schamberger has won. A lot of the drivers in the field obviously have won the race. Have won a race. Let's go further down. Jonathan King's obviously won a race. John Gilbert hasn't. David Alfave. Gilbert, even though he is a rookie, he and Andy Thomas, they've been around a bit longer. They've been around in other series. We've got a battle for the lead here. There's Porkins going to the front of the field. But yeah, John Gilbert hasn't won. David Alfave, John Gilbert, and Sandy. Sorry, not John Gilbert. Daniel Server. That's who I meant to say. And Sandy Garrett, who's for Sam, has won. So most of the field have won at least one race in the series. How about that? In all the seasons. That's pretty incredible, isn't it? 28 winners last season. I don't remember how many was in season 1. But I think it's a fair bit. I mean, actually it probably wasn't, because Tristan Allen, if we go back to him in the 12, because he won 6 of the 26 races that season. So, he was kind of like the Ryan Newman that season. Won a lot of races, but didn't really have the best championship finishing position. He finished 5th. Championship. Yeah. Here's a guy we haven't talked about much tonight at all. Whoops. Just kind of flicky between them both. Chris Maley in the 30. He's moved his way up into 3rd place here in the 30. Nona driver. Doing a good job at the moment. What's he wanting stabbed there? Hedge Alarm and Alonso. One of the few veteran drivers that did return that has not gone in the top 10 yet. Looking to change that tonight. Another one is Benny Watson, who's DNQ'd, so yeah, tough break as I hear those lap cars. These 3. That should be interesting when we catch up to them. So it's Aiden Shepard, Bruno de Barros, and Patrick Schamberger. Porkins still holding a good distance to Matthew Ingram, at least for the moment. Maley ranging up onto the back. Silas McGee was at the back for a little bit, but he's moved his way up into the top 5 as he goes Maley for 2nd. So Chris Maley is coming. His teammate Hedge Alarm Alonso, who isn't going to be returning to that team, he's 3rd. McGee, and here comes Colin Driver in 11. They're pulled away from Luke Rainey, who is 7th at the moment. At the skipper 8th, Julius Caesar, Tristan Allen, top 10. There's those lap cars, you can see them in the distance now. Someone hit the wall back there. I think that may have been 27. But not 100% sure on that one. Off the turn. That's just glitch damage on the 04 and the 21. So don't worry. I think that's a little bit of damage on the 11 car too. Probably coming off the 13 because he has a lot. He's got a battle for the lead. Here comes Chris Maley. Yeah, driver also has a little bit of glitch damage, so ignore those guys. So here comes the 11 car on the inside. Luke Rainey's coming up as well. So Chris Maley's taking the race lead here in the 30. Good run for him at the moment. Oh, he nearly lost it off the turn there, Chris Maley did. Trying to pull this thing away, and oh boy, they need to be careful. They need to be careful, and they're going to put the 04 on the wall. That did not work out for Jack Porkins. I don't understand. The 88 tried to come down and block the 11, I think. It didn't work out, and poor old Jack Porkins is now fallen way back. Again. It's not the first time. Here comes the 21 down at the bottom. For the lead. We've had a lot of lead changes tonight with a lot of different drivers. And it is going to be the 21. And he's going to take the lead. Maybe he's second, but still a pretty big gap over Luke Rainey, who's third. Skipper, another good run for him in fourth. And fifth place Colin Driver. Right up there again here at Charlotte. Don't count him out. And here comes the 43 now for position as they're finally clearing Aiden Shepherd. Be careful here clearing these lap cars. They can be a nuisance, and they are a nuisance to guys like Brandon Bent at the moment in 27. He was right up behind him. He's finally going to get cleared. Got some guys like Henry Gore, Isaac Nichols, Reagan Whitlock, all being held up here. Need to be careful. Aiden Shepherd is coming in, along with Dan Park and Eli Bright. So it was a bit early, I think. Trying to think, when did they pit? They might make it the whole way if we don't have another caution. If we have another caution, then they should be good to go. And it looks like these guys are coming in. These are scheduled pit stops. Cyrus McGee, Chris Maley come in. John Andrews also coming in. That's going to allow Matthew Skipper to take the race lead in the 43. So who else comes in? A lot of the drivers from the back. That's Eli Bright. He's done with his pit stop. Aiden Shepherd's done. Dan Park. So yeah. Let's see who comes in this time. 43. Looks like he's going to come in. Colin Driver nearly just came in and wiped out the 37 car. Luke Rainey's going to stay out of lap in the 89 car. Oh, and around. Porkins. Damage on the 16. Looks like they may have made contact. There's the 04. Has that triggered a caution? I think it has. Yeah, it has. Oh, this changes the game, guys. Because 3 drivers stayed out. Luke Rainey, Nathan Stapleton, and Roger Ray. So, we're going to focus on who wins the race off. It's going to be the 43, but I think for guys like the 21 and the 30, they're going to be trapped a lap down, aren't they? Like, it looks like the 21's going to be okay. See? 21 going to be okay? I think Cyrus McGee is actually going to get away with this. There he is. Yeah, I think he's okay. Oops. Reagan Whitlock looks like he may... See, they're all... I don't know what they're trying to do here. They're all trying to sort themselves out. I do think... There you go. I think they've all sorted themselves out. So I think these guys here... 94, 24, 2, 40, and 30, I think they're all being trapped by this caution. And 41 and 56. So yeah, tough break. These guys are going to be the leaders, I think. So Luke Rainey should be the leader. I'd be surprised if he isn't. So anyways, let's see what triggered this caution. It was Jack Hawkins spinning, trying to get onto the pit road. Looks like he got damaged from, or got turned around by Landon Hicks. So coming onto the pit road here, take a look at the 04. He tries to come down, and 98 turns him. He just flat out turns him, and then Landon Hicks in the 16 had nothing to do with it, except he ran into, I think it was Jackson Lynn, and that is how he got his damage. And he's actually done for the night. His car is killed. He's busted the radiator by the looks of it. So a tough break for Landon Hicks, because he did not need that. There's 48. You'll see the 16 just disappear. And he's out of the race, I know that. He's disappearing, just trying to repair the damage by the looks of it at this point, but doesn't realise that the damage is too severe. So tough break there. But a big gamble by these three to stay out, and it's probably going to pay off for them. So how about that? Nathan Stapleton, Roger Ray, and Luke Rainey. And Rainey is the leader, so we'll take it back to the green. Coming back to the green this time, Luke Rainey in the number 89 is the race leader. Matthew Skipper, 43, is second. Angel Alonso, third place for him. Julio Caesar, fourth. Fifth, Tristan Allen. That's your top five. Sixth is Colin Driver. Seventh, Caleb Campbell. Eighth is Dawson Miller. Ninth is Nathan Stapleton. And 10th is Roger Ray. So we only have a bunch of drivers. Well, I only have a few drivers. I have 23 on the lead lap. And guys like Chris Maley, Dominic Anthony, Henry Gore, all those guys that I'm over a minute behind, that is because of the pit stops and just the way everything played out. So the guys in front that are not on the lead lap are the 36, the 20, and the 13. The rest of them are on the lead lap, at least for the moment. And the driver's out of the race. The 16 is one of them. He was the only one to retire from the race. And a tough break for the 95 cars. We still don't know what happened to him. And we'll probably never know. Coming back to the green. We're going to follow the 89 because he is actually the leader. There we go, green flag. Let's see if these guys get around the lap cars very quickly. Aiden Shepard, one of them. Bruno de Baus is another. Oh, see, this is a battle still on the lead lap. And that's not good news for the 20. And the 24 and the 41. Because they're going to fall down a lap. See a tough break there. And what's going on here? Luke Rainey is coming back in. With 20 to go, he's coming back in. Something's wrong with the 89. And that hands the lead to the 37 of Angel Alonso. Oh my goodness me. And that gives the lead lap back to the 24. That helped Simon Nichols. So what happened to the 89 car? Luke Rainey and something. That's some sort of penalty by the looks of it. Oh, we got a caution. Oh, a big crash down the front. Brandon Bent is in it. Matthew Ingram's car is destroyed. Oh boy. 88 car, Patrick Schamberger. 23, Matt Tuck. John Sheets' car is destroyed even more. Jake Rogers is a part of it. What on earth was that restart? So the leader is the 37, and that's the 20. That's what the 24 needed, because that gets him back on the lead lap. And that's what all these guys need, because they're all back on the lead lap now. Good news there. 23 with a bunch of damage. Angoram, done for the night. His car is killed. That's not going anywhere soon. And Brandon Bent, his car is absolutely pancaked. There's John Sheets, Toyota. 27, his car's destroyed. Patrick Schamberger was a part of it. Yeah, we'll take a look at what happened to trigger the caution, and they're staying out, so that's good. So let's take a look at the caution. Fourth one of the night. So Patrick Schamberger here, slow car in the 88. He's in the middle. The 98 has a run on the outside. 88 tries to come up, and it all goes wrong. That's a hard hit. They all took a massive, massive hit. 51 car runs into 29 late. Tuck, bent, and then 27. 72 just to finish it off. Glitches into the wall, and that kills his car. That's it for John Sheets. He's done. He had a fairly good run going for him too. So that's a really bad break for him. Matt Tuck was involved yet again. Schamberger's car probably done now. Missing the hood already and went head on to the wall, so that's probably his night over. That's a tough break. Whoa! Okay, I didn't see that one. Julio Caesar, Matthew Skipper. That could have been the second time Skipper crashed under caution, as he did that in the showdown. Yeah, a lot of cars destroyed. 29 car. Points leader is done. He's done. That car is killed. New sponsorship from Boost Mobile. And the first DNF of the year for the 29. A tough break there. Sad, sad sight. One of the biggest crashes we've seen in a little while in the Aldi Cup Series. Alonso is the race leader, looking for his second career win. We'll take you back to the green. Coming back to the green here at Charlotte Motor Speedway at the Coca-Cola 600. This race is very, very long, as you could probably already tell. I don't know how long this video is going to be because I keep recording it in segments. So, yeah. But anyways, Alonso is the race leader. Tristan Allen is second. Julio Caesar is third. Fourth is Matthew Skipper. Right out top 5 is Caleb Campbell. Nathan Stapleton is 6th, I believe. Yep. 7th is Garrett Sinor. 8th is Dawson Miller. 9th is Cyrus McGee. And 10th, Colin Driver. 11th is Roger Ray. 12th is Isaac Nichols. 13th, Chase Marks. 14th, Jackson Lynn. 15th is Cody Smart, I think. Fairly sure. Yeah, 15th, Cody Smart. 16th is Jack Porkins. 17th, Kelly Lee. 18th, Matt Tuck. 19th, Jake Rogers. And 20th is Dominic Anthony. So all these guys from Anthony onwards, they were all caught under that last caution, and now they're restarting at the tail. So that was good news for them. You see, Luke Rainey is a lap down. That's a tough break for him. He's having a good run going. Patrick Schamberger, John Sheets, Engel Ram, and Brandon Bent all done for the night. Come back to the green. Green flag is out. 14 to go here in the Coca-Cola 600. Green flag. 91 car goes high. That's Julio Caesar, Skipper, caught in behind. Probably not the best place to be. He wants to get to the inside now. Otherwise, Dan Park will do it for him. And there goes the 41, and there goes the battle for the lead. Tristan Allen, who led a bunch of laps early in the race, is trying to take the lead back. Side by side, and it's the 12. It's maybe the pass for the win. 3-car breakaway. How about Nathan Stapleton, 4th place for the rookie? How about that? Great run for Stapleton. Great run for Stapleton. Oh, careful. 99 and 45 made a little bit of contact. We might have another wreck here in a second. Oh, good job. Good job hanging on to it, guys. But don't need to do that. We've seen a couple of near wrecks tonight, so that's good. We haven't seen them actually wreck. So Tristan Allen looking for his 8th win in the series and his 9th on the channel. Can he do it in the Coca-Cola Ford? But of course, 37 of Alonso. He's not that far back. He can still make it up. Julio Caesar in the 91. He's 3rd. Dan Park out of it. He's a lap down. Stapleton in the 92 car. He's 4th and coming in a hurry. Here comes Cyrus McGee. He was up there with Tristan Allen a bit earlier as well. He's coming in that 21 car. Chase Marks. This is a great opportunity for him because he's second in the points. With Engelram out of contention, he can close in on that gap for the points lead. He is 6th. Jackson Lynn 7th. Caleb Campbell, great run for him in 8th. Garrett Senor 9th. Matthew Skipper 10th. But that's going to go now to Cody Smart in the 22 car. So Smart inside the top 10. Stapleton is coming. His car is really quick. Remember, he stayed out a lap the lap after as John Andrews is blown up in the 35. That's the story of his season, really. But yeah, Stapleton, he came in a lap after most of the guys up front, or 1 or 2 laps after most of the guys up front. So Stapleton has the best tyres here, and he's going for 3rd. And he's going to take that 21 car with him. Oh, not going to work. Caesar trying to hang on. Hang on in there. Nope. Not going to do anything yet. And now he goes to the bottom. And lap cars. Here we go. Jake Rogers, 98. Very slow at the moment. Will this affect the battle for the win? Stapleton is 3rd. He's coming very quickly. Cyrus McGee up to 4th. And there goes the 12 on the outside. That may have been team orders there. Who knows? But now the 98 moves up high, and that's going to block his other teammate, Cyrus McGee. So maybe it wasn't team orders. Alonso moves up, well, hold on to 2nd. Stapleton 3rd. Chase Marks moves up to 4th. And Cody Smart inside the top 5 in the 22. How about that? And Luke Rainey obviously out of it. Tough break for him. Jackson Lynn in the 01 is going to move up to 6th. 7th, Garrett Senor. 8th, how about Henrik Wall? We haven't seen him up front for ages. Chris Maley as well. He's up there in 9th, I believe. But the 12, he's out of here. He's got nearly a 2nd lead over Hedge, and Alonso. And the 92, if he really wants the shot, he needs a caution now. He needs it now. Or he needs to stay in 3rd and hope for an overtime finish. But if I was Stapleton, I would not be... I'd not want to finish 3rd. Because there might not be another chance. He's looking down low. There he goes for 2nd. Chase Marks fully back in the 31, by the way. He's going to lose 4th to Cody Smart. How about him in the 22? The season 1 runner-up up to 4th. So Nathan Stapleton has got by the 37. Can he catch Tristan Allen, who is an 8/10th of a 2nd lead? There is Aiden Shepard in the 13. Jake Rogers is super duper slow. Jeez, how fast is he going? A 30.1. That's nowhere near as slow as Lucifer Sam. So still need to figure out what happened to him at the beginning of this race. But Tristan Allen just trying to hang on and trying to hold off Nathan Stapleton. Which he might not do because Stapleton's coming. He's got a run on him. 3 to go. It's 3.5 tenths. It was 6. Just over 6.5 tenths the last time. Can Stapleton get by the 12 for the win? And remember, these two have history. Stapleton, Stapleton turned to 12. Here comes Alonso for 2nd. He wants to join the party and split these two guys. He's going to do it. He's going to get up to 2nd. So Alonso in the 37 looking to grab his 2nd career win. This would be a great run for him even if he does finish 2nd. They're 3 wide behind trying to shuffle Nathan Stapleton back. He's out of it. White flag. 1 lap to go this time. Can Tristan Allen hang on? Or will be Hedger Alonso going to victory lane for the 2nd time? White flag here in the Coca-Cola 600, the longest race. Here comes the 37, but the 12 gets a run on the outside. Can Alonso do anything? No, I don't think so. He's too far back. In a 3 and 4, the 8th career win. The winningest driver on the channel goes back to victory lane in the Cup Series. For the first time since Iowa last season, Tristan Allen wins the Coca-Cola 600. And becomes the first driver to win all 3 seasons of the Aldi Cup Series. And that is what he needs. because he has had not as great of a season as last season, or even season 1 for that matter. But still, how about that? First win of the year for Tristan Allen. He gets it done. But you got to tip your hat to Hedge Alvin Alonso. Great run for him. How about Chase Marks? He got 3rd. Stapleton fell back to 4th. And I think Garrett Sanoff got a top 5. How about that for Garrett? Great job. So there's your winner, Tristan Allen, winning the Coca-Cola 600. I'm fairly tired. Very long race. I think that's gone over an hour. That is an hour? That is coming very close to an hour, and it will go over an hour because of my rambling. There it is. 60 minutes has gone by in this race. Wow. So congratulations to the number 12 of Tristan Allen on getting the victory here in the Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Coca-Cola 600. And we'll see you guys next time at Pocono. See you then.